Welcome all to episode 24 of Diggy's Dungeon. Another week. Another just absolute shit show for having no releases that are worth talking about, really. So, here we are, scraping the bottom of the barrel once again. But thankfully we don't have to do that with our talent, because we've got some goodies in today. And the first of our goodies is, of course, T. And I'm bringing her in. What's up, T?
Hello.
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 How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Hanging in there.
Oh. Yeah, it's nice to have a little catch up with Granger. That was lovely.
It's always nice to catch up with Granger.
It definitely is.
I'll be doing it after our call.
Yes, you will.
But yes.
What are you on about? Lack of releases, scraping the barrel. What are you on about?
Look at what we're covering. I mean, look, come on, we got a song that barely even qualifies as K-pop. We got a ballad and we got an actual K-pop release. So, you know.
All right.
I don't know, it just feels like nothing that interesting came out in the last couple of weeks.
I know what you mean.
No one's like excited, you know, about what's been coming out.
No, you're right.
There's excitement leading up to it, and then we actually listen to it and we're like, never mind.
There's some good little bits and bobs happening here and there, but you're right, there hasn't been like a massive title release yet this year.
Because there was a Epic High EP release this year, which I was excited about. No one else was, but you know.
Yes, true.
But there's no music videos for that, so here we go.
It's good though.
It is good.
There's some good little cheeky tunes on there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess where I'm going tomorrow?
AOMG?
It's not tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't track these things.
High.
You're going to Epic High. Okay. Excellent. You
Yeah,
will be having a good time.
I managed to do my detective work. And what on earth were they playing at doing that? What they did, guys, is so there's two UK shows, one in London, one in Manchester. But for some reason, they made the one in Manchester more expensive than the London one. Even though, like, the North is poor, they made that more expensive.
But it's to compensate for how much more money we have to spend down here just to live, right?
I'm not sure
Life is
that.
expensive here compared to up north.
But anyway, so I thought that was absolutely outrageous. So despite it being literally on my doorstep, I was like, no way, not doing it, not being ripped off. Anyway, but I kept checking back because I was like, maybe, I don't know, they'll drop the price. I don't know. Maybe people were complaining they'll drop the price, which they obviously didn't. But then I found that there was this like secret code thing where you could put a secret code in and get the same price as what it should be, which was the London price. But I was like, where am I going to find this code? So I did a little bit of digging and managed to find it on some random, like someone had put it like at the end of a random TikTok video. And I don't even have TikTok.
You poor thing having to troll through TikTok to find a code. That sounds like hell.
Well, it just came. No, I didn't do that. It just came on Google.
Okay.
When I Googled it.
I was going to say, if you actually had to search through TikTok for that, I don't envy you.
No. I'm not downloading that. No way. Much too old for that.
Same.
Anyway, so I'm so excited. So
as you should be.
I know I'm seeing them a couple of weeks ahead of you, so I won't drop any spoilers or anything.
Less than a week ahead of me because I'm seeing them a week today.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, so I won't give you any spoilers or anything.
I've seen them twice already, don't worry.
I definitely I've heard really, really good things, obviously from you, but from other places as well. And one of the other podcasts I listen to, they're always talking about how good they are live, like the best ever live and stuff. And they've always really recommended them. So yeah, I'm really excited, but I'm happy that I'm not being ripped off in the process because that was really annoying me.
You will have a great time, I can assure you.
I'm so excited, and it's literally just down the road, which is just great, much easier than like going down to London. But yeah, it should be really good. I know they have like the only thing is they have so much music,
Hmm.
and like I'm obviously not massively familiar with all of it, and I like have a good few favorites. So it's like, what's the likelihood of your like favorite one being favorite ones
They play stuff from like all
appearing?
over their catalog as well. So you'll hear stuff from like 2007 and then stuff from like this year.
Yeah,
So
because I have like a couple of like I have a couple of older favorites, a couple of newer, and then I like quite a lot of Strawberry as well.
yeah, Strawberry's
So
good.
fingers crossed I should get lucky with a couple. But yeah,
I can
I'll
assure
report
you they
back.
will almost certainly play Love, Love, Love. They will almost certainly
Oh,
play
good.
One,
That's one of my
and they
favorites.
will almost
I
certainly
love,
play
love, love, love.
Fan of the old songs. Those are the three that they basically always play. And
Okay,
then
well, I definitely like love, love, love.
yeah, Love, Love, Love's a banger.
Um,
And then you'll get
I really love.
Don't Hate Me. They always play as well, and The New Beautiful. You'll get that, and then after that, it's like everything from Shoebox and onwards.
Um, hmm. I really love. So I really love, 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 love. I really love Eternal Sunshine as well. That's probably my
Yeah,
favorite
good
one.
song. They may play
Um,
that. I think they played that when I saw them last time.
Off of Strawberry, I really like the Jackson song, and that's not just because Jackson's on it. I actually really like it.
Okay.
And then a couple in the middle. I like Champagne as well.
Hmm.
I've seen a couple of videos of Champagne, so being performed.
Yeah, they'll play a good selection anyway. I can assure you that.
Anywho, that's that. Um, but I'm here to talk about something completely different, which is a ballad from
Mm.
the wonderful, the robotic, the the wonderfully talented and slightly mysterious Taeyeon, and it's called
Mysterious?
Nights into Days. Yeah, I find her a bit mysterious, don't you?
No, I've been around her too long. Been like
I
10
think she's
years
got.
now knowing all about her.
Yeah, I don't know. I think just because she's, I don't know, just seems, yeah, she's quite mysterious to me. But anyway,
Okay.
let's play this one.
Yeah, let's go. Boring time. Nights into days. Let's go.
그대여 보고 있나요? 듣고 있나요? 아무렇지도 않나요? 난 그대 없는 하루가 고개를 숙이듯 너무도 낯설죠. 그대여 알고 있나요? 할 수 있나요? 귀를 기울이나요? 뿐이죠. 어두운 밤을 맞이하는 거죠. 그대 없는 내가 잘할 수 있도록 날 위해 기도해요. 혼자서 말해요. 날 말이에요. 모진 밤을 마주하는 거죠. 그대 없는 내가 일어설 수 있게 살아갈 수 있게 생각하지 말고 내게 와줘요.
How was that, T?
So ridiculous with the forced yawning. Come on.
I can't help that this song is like the most boring thing in the world. My brain is very oxygenated now. I was yawning a lot throughout that.
Well, maybe I just find interest in different places for you.
In things that make you want to sleep.
I enjoy sleep.
So do I, but not in the middle of my show.
So, so this is called Nights into Days, and it's produced by Noel. Noel.
Yeah.
So apparently it's like the second part in this project of this album that he's writing and producing. And they're meant to be ballads with traditional Korean influences. I was kind of interested when I heard that because I'm not like massively seeing that. But anyway, so a nice little interesting project. And I just checked back for the first one in the project, which was called Lovesick. I don't remember hearing it. That one's a man singing, and that one's like even more ballady than this one.
Good lord.
But so I don't love Taeyeon at all. I don't normally like her songs. Don't really care about Girls' Generation in general. Don't like I've got no attachment to her whatsoever. Didn't like INVU or whatever recently either. I generally don't tend to like her. I just find her songs and her singing a little bit plain. But I really loved this ballad. I was really impressed with her voice. It reminds me a lot of My Sea by IU in the way that it sort of builds up. Doesn't necessarily have a really clear structure with like verses and choruses. It's just kind of a verse and then just a chorus that seems to continuously build. Just found it really satisfying to listen to. The melody just sort of went in the way that I expected, which I always find really like satisfying when songs do that. Like it all sort of made sense. The first time I listened to it, if you see what I mean. Like it went the way I wanted and expected it to. It just felt very natural.
Maybe that's my issue with ballads, is that they always do that, and I would rather be surprised than sit here going, it's going to do this, and then it does that, and then I fall asleep.
Yeah, I suppose I actually like both ways, because, you know, I always like kind of like a juicy little chord comes in. So, yeah, I like it when it does that too. But I guess maybe I'm not explaining it very well. It was just like very satisfying to listen to. It just felt very, natural. And I thought her voice just sounded absolutely amazing. I mean, I don't know what you would say from like a voice production point of view.
You won't like what I'm going to say about a voice production point of view, so...
Oh, go on. No, I want to know.
When she starts belting, I don't know if it's the compression or it's tuning or something like that, but it starts like murdering the power in her voice. Like the edge of it is like so... It's like it's clipped, you know? Like you've clipped her wings or something.
Interesting.
They'll never just
like
let
it's
her
not-
do her thing and just leave it. Like, I know that everyone has a base level of vocal production, but come on. Like, the whole point of a ballad in my eyes is that you're supposed to feel their pain and you're supposed to connect to their emotions. And you can do that better if it's raw, but they never leave it raw. They auto-tune it and they make it so smooth and slick and produce. And, like, what is the point? Like, ballads are purposely boring. Like, if you leave them with the same old vocals, they're going to be boring. If you just let them actually do their thing, then that's kind of the point, you know? Some imperfections would add a lot to this, but there are none because it's K-pop and we don't have imperfections here.
What about impurities? We have those.
We have one song called that. That's it.
Yeah, that's interesting. Well, I found that her voice was showed like loads of emotion, and I guess it sounded really technically impressive to me as well. I really enjoyed it. It's a lot more than I usually would enjoy her songs, which sort of fall a bit flat with me usually. So
I do find
yeah,
it bizarre that you're like, oh yeah, her stuff's too kind of dull, and then you like this.
yeah, I guess so.
I just don't connect to it.
But I think as well what appealed to me with this ballad is it kind of has like a bit of it's like a cross between it's like 20% like Disney song and then like 40% like 80s like Gloria Estefan ballad.
Oh, okay.
It really reminded me there's a lot of stuff going along in the backing that's like quite 80s sounding little sounds. Like the little clicks and the little swishes and stuff in the background are quite 80s. Yeah, it really reminded me of a like a random Gloria Estefan like ballad that I really, really love called Anything for You.
Okay. I can't speak to that because I don't listen to that music.
And I would say that the music video is very beautiful, but it's a little bit underwhelming. I know it's like kind of like just a bit of a just like kind of a gentle emotion in there, but I'm not. I don't know. I think it didn't really hit me the music video, whereas it could have done. So, but yeah, I like the girl kind of being sort of teary on the bridge. That's quite like a poignant scene. Don't know who these people are. Made me think it was for a K-drama, but I don't think it is. I didn't read that it was anywhere.
It sounds like an OST, 100%.
Yeah,
I've heard a million
does,
songs that sound like this at the end of K-dramas.
Yeah,
this is what plays when they do the freeze frame of the two leads about to kiss, and then it goes to credits. You can see it now, you know.
I've like never watched a K-drama, so
get
I
on
wouldn't
it.
know, but I can imagine. Yes. So yeah, really, really liked it. And I will definitely look out for like other songs in this Ballad Pop City project from Null. Also, the last thing was that at certain places they have this like male backing vocals come in, which is quite nice. And I'm just wondering if that's him or if that's someone else. I didn't see like anyone else sort of credited for it, so that was interesting.
No idea. Oh, lyrics by Null. Yeah, it must be.
Lyrics, yeah, but there's like actual like male backing
they don't
vocals
actually
in
say
there.
whether there's vocals by anyone.
But when you look up him, it does say that he's a singer.
Yeah, he is. He's a ballad singer.
But it didn't sound like necessarily like a ballad person. So yeah, interesting. But yep, overall, really enjoyed it. If anyone wonders what it might sound like on the flute, you know where to go.
Yeah, there you go. Plug the T flute K-pop covers on YouTube.
Yeah, play K-pop flute covers. There you go. If you've ever wondered.
Get on it.
And I think that's about it, really. Yeah, a little bit of a quiet couple of weeks, so looking forward to seeing what is coming up soon. I mean, like Baekhyun is out of the army, so I'm literally like, come on now, get on with it. That's a new song. No, I'm really not. Like, he can take his time, but hopefully that will be at some point in the year coming up. Yeah, not too much. Exactly. Yeah, not too much.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that.
The only thing keeping me going in this video was that the actress that they picked looks like Nana from Wua a bit. So I was like, for half the video, I was like, is that Nana? No, it's not.
That's just how you spent your time doing just pondering random questions.
I have to keep myself occupied when it's a ballad because there's nothing occupying me in the song. So I have to just be like, what can I look at and keep myself awake with, you know? That's how they are for me. They're just some genres just don't land with you, and ballads really don't land with me unless they're like R&B ballads, like Sheldon and Ju-young doing Erase or whatever. That's great, but like, yeah, OST ballads are like, if you need to get like answers out of me in a Guantanamo Bay type situation, just play OST ballads for like hours. I will tell you everything. If it ever comes down to that, sod the waterboarding, just play this shit forever, and I'll probably fall asleep before I tell you anything, but I'll tell you anything afterwards.
I don't generally tend to like really sort of like straight up ballads that don't have any kind of R&B-ness in them. But, you know, if something catches me, it catches me, and this one caught me. So, there you go. That's that.
Yeah.
I'll try not to bring a ballad again. Don't worry.
Yeah, no more Ballad Pop City, please, or whatever this is called.
Unless, it depends though, if they get someone like, they probably wouldn't get Lehigh to do it, but...
I wouldn't like it anyway, ballad. If it's like this. Because I love Taeyeon's voice, but...
No, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about me.
Oh, okay.
You know, that would be great to see who else they bring. Because the first guy, I don't know the name of the first. I don't recognise the first guy who did the first one. So,
is there anywhere that it's linked?
So yeah,
we can try and have a look. Ballad Pop City.
What, the first one? Yeah, Ballad Pop City. Produced. It's called Lovesick.
Sungsekyung. Yeah, it's a ballad singer.
Yeah, really ballady man.
Why is
singer.
Soda City Funk popping up? That's a great song. Oh, whatever.
Because it's like 3 words that's kind of got city in it. I don't know.
I couldn't have been doing Soda Pop, City Funk instead. That's an amazing song. Oh well.
But yeah, I will report back after tomorrow. And yeah, thanks very much.
Yep. Talk to you later, T.
Okay, bye.
Everybody shake off that tiredness. Get ready for the rest of the show, you know. Have a stretch. Get yourself awake and ready to receive the rest of this wonderful pop music we'll be covering. Oh, and our next caller is the bus conductor herself. It's Granger. And we're bringing her in. Still holding out after that, Granger? You okay?
It took a minute.
Okay.
It was not connecting. So, like, if you said anything before Granger, I didn't hear it.
I did.
Like, I turned the sound back up on the stream because I was like, "Oh, it's not connecting. He's saying something," but I was too late.
Yeah. I was saying that you've been put to sleep by that song.
I was. I hated to put it low, but like, I also do not like ballads. I fall asleep.
Yeah.
I like really upbeat shit.
Agreed.
I think it's beautiful for what it is, but I don't like what it is.
I don't know about that, but yeah.
Well, we can, you know, whatever.
But we're not doing a ballad, thankfully.
No, we're not. It's time to wake up and get loose with the 7.
Hell yeah. Let's bring it up, I guess. Oh, actually, hang on. Let me sort out the poll because I'm organized streamer who didn't fall asleep in that last song and forget to do the poll. Amazingly, Free to Go was the dominant choice for that ballad, but yeah. Fun. Anyway, okay. Let's get on with it now. The 7, Get Loose. Here we go.
I really love to know, yeah, oh. Tell me something I don't know, something I wanna. Maybe we're breaking on down now, breaking on down. Wait, breathing like a better go hard. In a matter of a second till you shoot for the stars. Sinking like a selling a book. Cause you're the grace the goat, I'm so calling the goat. I got 100 many video on the rocks. No point in giving anything but money on the dogs. And now don't make you wear nothing but maybe a socks. I show you what you're waiting for. Yeah, come on, you don't have to worry. Yeah, come on, you don't have to hurry. So will you tell me what you got to say? 'Cause I just wanna get to know you now. Baby, take my hand, we're going on the ride. Baby, get it on, we're running out of time. It's just you and me, we're talking about right here and now. Get loose. Don't be daddy, don't be daddy, no. Don't be daddy, don't be daddy, no. It's just you and me, we're talking about right here and now. Get loose. There's nothing that can stop us when we're down. Not a doctor but a medical. Not a triple happy teddy girl. Not a sense about me chemical. So baby, what you waiting for? Yeah, come on, you don't have to worry. Yeah, come on, you don't have to worry. So will you tell me what you got to say? 'Cause I just wanna get to know you now. Baby, take my hand, we're going on a ride. Baby, get it on, we're running out of time. It's just you and me, we're talking about right here and now. Get loose, leave yourself behind and free your soul. No, we won't miss the chance. We're gonna take you to the promised land. Feel the music go. We're gonna get loose, and we speak truth. We're gonna get loose, yeah. Come on, yeah. Baby, take my hand, we're going on a ride. Baby, get it on, we're running out of time. It's just you and me, we're talking about right here and now. Don't be daddy, don't be daddy, no. Don't be daddy, don't be daddy, no. It's just you and me, we're talking about right here and now. Get loose.
Okay, Granger. While I do the traditional pulling up the song that this reminds me of bit, tell me how you feel.
I feel great. This is a group I can see myself investing time in.
Oh, okay, excellent.
It doesn't help that like one of the guys in this group was also in a TBL that I really like. So yeah, I have passed and didn't even know it until I looked it up.
Mm.
I was like, oh, he looks familiar. Who's he? Oh shit.
It wasn't Beanie Man, was it?
It was Beanie Man. His name is Ope. OPP.
Oh, wow.
It's Beanie Man.
Not the to confirm, like not the dancehall musician Beanie Man, a guy wearing a beanie.
No.
Oh, brilliant! He had a weird ass voice in this. I was like,
yes, he did,
what?
but I love it.
That's coming out of you.
Like that first verse that you hear him, it goes, "I got 100, maybe million the rocks. No point in giving anything but money on the rocks. I mean, money on the docks. Sorry, and I'm gonna make you wearing nothing but your socks." And I'm like, well, it don't make a lot of sense, but let's go.
I thought I was mishearing it because I thought they had dodgy pronunciation, but it is just nonsense. Okay,
it's rocks, docks, and socks. Ope. Their names are Ope, Pa, Youngkwon, Yo-Yo, Yumin, Wunshul, and Peanut.
Peanut. Love it. Not the League of Legends esports player Peanut, is it? Who's making his debut?
I couldn't confirm otherwise, but well, Yo-Yo and Peanut.
I guess I'm lol wikiing it. Let's go. Is he now in a group? Does this guy look like your guy?
No.
Okay, it's not. It's not Peanut that I know. Excellent.
Peanut is Ty.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, I thought it was going to be the former, like, LCK Best Jungler of the Year candidate Peanut. That's amazing.
I love it. I love it. I hope that it actually just stays around at least for a little while, because there are a lot of talented Thai singers, and to see any of them featured in K-pop, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And we know, some of the more popular ones like Bam Bam, Lisa, of course, but like we don't really know how far we can get into Thai and realize, hey, this sounds like K-pop.
True. Right, shall I do my section where I talk about how it's the same as another song?
Please. Yeah, go ahead.
I think Ian would beat me up if I didn't do this, so I kind of have to. I spent like the best part of an hour trying to find this song earlier because I'd forgotten what it was called, but the chorus really reminds me of Target by Romeo. So let me see if I can find this chorus. Ooh, yeah, here we go. About to happen. So yeah, I think that's pretty similar, personally.
So what I'm hearing is that you actually like the song.
It's alright. I don't think it's like a very... I think I like Target more than I like this song. But,
but I mean, it could grow on you.
Yeah, but I just don't... It's kind of like how I was talking about Twice last week. Like, there's nothing wrong with the song, it just doesn't really scream distinctive to me, I'll forget about this in a week.
I won't forget about it, but there is a lot of, I've already seen this in
K-pop. That's the trouble. I think that's just how K-pop is now. Like most songs.
But the fun part about it is they have released 4 songs, and they have released one of those songs in Thai. So on the album, if it ever gets released, there is one song on there that is Thai, and it's, they have the Korean version, but that excites me.
It's good to get some, what is it, cross-cultural pollination?
Yeah. A lot, because if you look at a lot of these Thai actors, they'll be like, yeah, my favorite musician is this K-pop artist.
I think that's most of Asia, though, isn't it? Like, a lot of Asia is embracing K-pop.
Yeah.
A bit like hardcore. But yeah. I think I prefer other Thai songs that you've sent me in the past, but there's nothing wrong with this song, it just isn't very interesting, It's fine. Like, I'm having a good time when it's on, but I'm not going to be searching it out.
I love how across the board it got 1 vote for everything from 1 to 4.
Yeah, true. At least it's the top 4 categories, Yeah,
I mean, it could be worse.
It'll do. I'd probably give it a free to go, I think.
I'll accept it.
It's a strong free to go, but
I'll accept it. You'll never know how my opinion on the other song I was going to call in was, because I'm not watching that video. I was only going to watch it if you would.
Oh, okay. It's Japanese, so they'll
yeah,
delete me off of YouTube if I even have the gall to try and watch it. Good old Japanese copyright, eh? Isn't it the best?
Hey, let's go.
Oh, I should share the story as well. When I was trying to find Romeo's Target, because I had completely forgotten what it was called, I was just like, what's the song where they're like, hands up, baby? And then it's like, I searched that, and then all that came up was 2 PM hands up. So I was like,
hands up.
Yeah, put your hands up. But yeah, I ended up searching for like videos of underrated boy group songs, and then I was watching a Kville Entertainment one on that, and then I saw it was all of their Patreons doing like recommending a song that they think is underrated, and then it came up Yunsei Feeling of You submitted by Akio Sushi, and I was like, ah! So I was messaging her earlier being like, what?
We get around, especially those of us who don't have another username.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that,
you can
like,
find
blew
me
my
on
mind.
everything. You can search Granger on everything except for TikTok and find me.
Oh. At least you're not on
Everywhere.
TikTok, we take that.
No, I'm on TikTok. I'm just under a different name.
Thought you were one of the real ones.
Like, I'm so sorry, but like, I doom scroll.
You see Moose on those Kville videos. Oh, okay. I didn't realize. It's like a whole new world to me. I was like, what? People are into other K-pop things and they pay money? Blew my mind when I saw that, and I was like, oh, she's plugging Yunsei. I'm so proud. But yeah.
Yes,
Took
we
me
did
almost
sit
an hour to
outside of-
find Target by Romeo just because of this song. But there you go. It reminded me of a
You're
much better
welcome.
song, and I'll thank it for that.
Oh, well, nah. You got to get loose, Diggy.
I
gotta
do
get
get
loose.
loose.
You got to wake up and get loose with the 7.
It definitely
and get
woke
ready
me
for
up.
the next stop caller.
I'm grateful that it woke me up. So
Well, I'll take a win. A win is a win,
yeah,
even if it's like 3rd place at this point.
a win's a win, even if it's 3rd place.
Yeah, that's the highest I feel like I'm getting with you. Okay.
Life lessons with Granger.
Unless Sokodomo releases something with a video this year, I don't feel like we're
Ooh.
getting you to a top
I don't know. It could
position
happen.
on the board.
Like you were
Not with
saying
me,
though, on
not
the
with my
year-end
calls.
one, like our tastes are actually deceptively quite similar.
Yes.
It's just that we don't find the same things.
Nope. Like we'll be on opposite ends of K-pop. Like, oh, this is awesome, and then we'll bring it up with the other person and be like,
I
"How
never
did
saw
you end
this.
up on that side?
Yeah.
I was on this side of the bridge." Okay.
But yeah, we'll get there one day. We'll get there one day where we're both like, "Oh, this is amazing," and I'm waiting for that day.
I'm over here on my side of the bridge listening to my K-pop that apparently is Thai pop too, and you're over there doing your damn thing, and then Sokodomo's in the middle of the bridge, like, "Hi guys, hi."
Yeah, he unites
I'm the
our
middle
2
ground.
like areas.
I'm in the middle.
He is the
ground.
bridge.
I'll take it.
We just walk over Sokodomo whenever we need to, see the other side. What is going
Bees.
on?
Sokodomo and bees.
Yeah, Sokodomo and bees are the only things that unite us. But we'll take it. Sokodomo and bees. What a fantastic combo.
That's the name of this episode now. Sokodomo and bees.
Yeah. I'll just not
But
mention
yes.
any of the groups we're talking about. We just call it Sokodomo and bees now.
Yep. It's not. No, this is no longer Diggy's dungeon. It is now Sokodomo and bees.
Yeah, we'll take it. But fuck bees anyway.
Fuck bees.
Fuck bees.
But yes, I am going to go get loose somewhere other than here with the 7 of I don't know.
Yeah.
Ope and Peanut.
I love that also you said one of them's Ope and one of them's Pa, right? So you put them
One of
together
them-
and you
yeah.
have Opa.
And they're next when you're looking at the list of names, they're next to each other.
Oh, come
Ope
on.
and then comma Pa. OPP and then comma PA.
It's
okay.
too perfect.
Opa.
Opa.
We'll see what comes of it. I really hope to see this group at least put out a actual album. Maybe release another video this year.
We'll see.
But that is pushing it.
We'll see.
So
Let's have some hope.
we'll see. They don't have a fandom name yet. They don't have colors. We don't even know who the leader is right now.
A lot of groups don't have a leader anymore, though, don't they? They none of them have roles
They don't
anymore.
their member profile is so vague that I'm just not sure what's going on. I do know that one is 2 days younger than me, and they're older.
Ooh. Okay.
Their oldest members are 27 and 26.
Nice.
So yeah, we like the older ones.
Yes. People of age. We're a big fan
their
of that.
youngest one is 20, but they have 2 members
That's
who are 26
acceptable.
and one that's 27.
No, we're down with this. This is good.
Yep.
Bring the old people.
Bring the old people.
Bring the old people.
Except for when they leave the group suddenly.
Or they disband quickly, like Checkmate.
I am throwing all the shade on Seed right now, okay? Because we started with 4 members strong, and now we're at 3 members, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. What am I standing? Nothing.
Lineup changes are fun. So fun.
But yes. I'm going to let you move on to your next caller,
Oakley dokley.
and I hope you have a wonderful night.
You too. And don't forget to get loose.
Get loose.
Get loose. Yeah, talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye bye. And my final caller today, the big one, is Swither with the biggest release. So, let's get him in. How you doing, Swither?
Good. How about you?
I am alive. Yeah, getting by. I'm loose.
Did you just call me the big one?
I was kind of more talking about the release, but You're the big
I'll
one now.
take it. You know, I'm huge.
Yeah.
I'll take that. I need
Huge
that.
boy himself. Is that Mino? That's Huge Boy?
I don't know, but that guy kind of rules.
Someone has the nickname Huge Boy. I think it's Mino.
I mean, someone after my heart.
You're all about them huge boys, clearly.
Yeah, I'm just a huge boy. It's all about, you know, broing down with other huge boys, you know.
Absolutely. That's a
it's a
brodeo
lifestyle.
waiting to happen right there.
So yeah, I appreciate you designating it as a big one because it is big.
For our community, at the very least, it's big.
I'm bringing on BBG. Pull up. This is hotly anticipated. I'll just quickly recap what my expectations were beforehand. I thought, you know, my history with them so far is their B-sides have been just, you know, front to back, absolutely amazing. And their title tracks have been either okay or like good. So I was expecting something that was okay as the title, and I was expecting good for the B-sides. Let's see how it shook out.
Okay, let's see. Pull up.
I'm sick of your lies. You know me 다 알잖아. 신경 안 써 난 자꾸 너 좀 우습게 다녀봐. You fool 혼자 멍청하지 마. So what you wanna do? 무슨 반응을 해줄까? 굳이 말을 얹어 뭐해? Oh now walk away. 좀 알아들었니? 그만할 맘 생겼니? Why don't you back up? So just pull up 기대하지 말고 back it up. Yeah, I said what's up. 네 맘 따위 알고 싶지 않지. Yeah, 여기까진 걸 뻔한 소린 걸. 너였던 세상에서는 빼줘. 나와 달리 내가 조금 바빠서. Oh yeah. 멋대로 날 예측해 아는 척만 하나부터 열까지 맞지 않는데 뻔한 널 걱정한다는 말 burden 근데 누구 줬더라. So just pull up 기대하지 말고 back it up. Yeah, I said what's up. 네 맘 따위 알고 싶지 않지. Yeah, 여기까진 걸. Yeah, yeah. 뻔한 소린 걸. 너의 세상에서 난 빼줘. 너와 달리 내가 조금 바빠. So 그래 넌 그날에 멈춘 채 밤새 혼자 떠들으려 해. Like a 돌이 떨어졌음 go away. Pull up 뭔 소리고 시끄러 baby. Quiet 들에 적당히 좀 해. 이건 너를 위한 조언 understand. Pull up 설명해줄까? 이미 벌어진 long distance. 반복되는 story 전 재미없는 걸. 나 turn on 너의 voice 내 안에 넌 말해도 what you waiting for. So just pull up 눈치 없게 끼어들지 마. Yeah, I say what's up. 미련 따위 없어 이미 baby. Yeah, 손에 빠진 적 yeah, yeah. 별거 없는 걸. 어따 거기까지잖아 너버려. 알다시피 내가 조금 바빠. Oh 그래 넌 그날에 멈춘 채 밤새 혼자 떠들으라 해. 레퍼토리 떨어졌음 go away. Pull up 뭔 소리부 시끄러 beep beep. Quiet 그래 적당히 좀 해. 이건 너를 위한 don't understand. Pull up
Okay, Swither. How are we feeling?
Pull up.
Okay, Swither. I'm echoing.
Yeah, so I had to fix that real quick. You know, had there not been a mistake, you were about to hear a fantastic rendition of the chorus, but fortunately, yeah, the technical difficulties have precluded that. But yeah. So this one, I'm more about the video really, because it does something that pretty much immediately uh, eliminates a song from consideration for me, which it has. Well, are we calling that a sax? The
Spot
what are we
on.
calling that?
Yeah, this is. I knew you weren't gonna love this because you have like an irrational hatred of sax loops, and this is like the ugliest, dirtiest sax loop ever.
Yeah, so your read is 100% on. I mean,
Yeah.
goodness gracious, that's always a bad choice, in my opinion. Um, but you know, we got some attitude out of these girls, and on a number of axes. And I just want to say how much I think Eunji is taking. I mean, come on, do you know those edits that are really popular where? I mean, I think sometimes when people say an edit of a specific person or celebrity, they mean just specifically this, where it's like they take especially flattering clips and then they put like boom visual effects on them and have some like really, um, you know, sultry backing song that might not even be their song, but it's the intention is to like manufacture the most compelling uh, reel of them to make you fall in love with them most quickly. You know that format?
I'm not really in this world, I don't think, but sure.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm really intrigued by that format, but it's basically what I described. Where yeah, you try and find little flourish moments, especially in performances and music videos, and then yeah, edit them together in such a way that it's like fans trying to sell people on their you know
Mhm.
favorite celebrity or idol or whatever.
I mean, I've seen people
And
do that for groups where it's like, why you should stand X, but not really seen
yeah,
it as like a just look at this one person, but I guess it happens.
yeah, maybe it's more of a short form video type of thing that you would try to avoid, which I totally respect. But I was just saying that to say I think if you take all the scenes from this video and put them back to back, it's a ready made one of those. I mean, her walking in the gas station, and then some of just like the close up shots. She really did it in this video. In G Friend for many played a little bit of a supporting role. She's the youngest, and she um, I don't know. She didn't seem to be a stage performer that was like asking for the attention or like trying to be uh, the front in any way, which
Mm.
makes sense. But in this one, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I'm just really feeling Umji is all.
Okay.
Um, I think some of the outfits were I was not feeling honestly. I don't like the faux fur collar thing or
Oh, on
lapel
Cindy, yeah.
on Shimby.
Me
I
as
didn't
well.
like that. And then the like belt buckle thing, I don't know, that's popular, but I don't know. I feel like the only execution of that I was really receptive to was when Sogi did it because she absolutely maxed it out and had like 10 of the oversized belt buckles. And then I was like, okay, if you dedicate to it, I respect it. But in this form, it just looked like that sort of fast fashion, semi trashy in my book. Didn't really like that. But Angel Mode Shimby with the really abundantly cheap looking angel wings, I thought that was really compelling because they have her walk up with these floppy, like um, prop basket at some Halloween party, sort of angel wings. And then she walks up to a sculpture of a six winged angel. Um, and that juxtaposition is pretty compelling to me. I don't know. There's been some talk on the internet over the past few years about biblically accurate angels, and I just liked the inclusion of a six winged one in here. I didn't really like the Una choker with the spikes. That one was less offensive, but I don't know. Didn't really like it. But overall, enjoyed this video, and the song outside of the maximally distorted sax loop is it's got energy and attitude, and I think for some maybe yeah, I mean, like you said, I just have an irrational uh, allergy to sax loops in choruses, so this was just never going to work for me. But at least that made it hurt less because I had a very specific thing to point to as to like, okay, well, I was never going to be into this in the first place.
It's not just
And
a
then-
sax loop though, because in the
Okay,
chorus as
what-
well,
what
they
else
have
is
the
it
bit
for?
after the sax loop where they come in like off beat and it sounds really clumsy.
The part where Shimby's sort of trying to be swaggy with the like June.
No, but it's like the bit that's like falsetto-y after the.
Oh,
I think you know what I mean. I can't go that high, so I'm not going to try. But
I wish you would, but I'll accept it. Yeah, okay. But yeah, I mean, as soon as this dropped, since it dropped with the album, I did kind of dismiss the song and just moved on to what I viewed to be the meat of the mini.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think. Do I have anything else I want to say on this specific video?
Oh, I do. You know the they have that neon sign, with the what was it, 7 nights or whatever, 24 hours or whatever that thing. I was like, for half the video, I was intently focusing on whether I could see it because I wasn't sure if that was another reuse of the EXID night rather than day one that's been in like a million videos at this point. That's
what
like
does the sign say?
my Paradise Diner. That sign.
Wait, what does the sign say though?
Hang on, it will come up again in a minute. It's like 24 hours, 7 days or something like that. It's in Shimby's shot here, but it's basically just an aesthetic way of saying when they're open. But there's one in the EXID night rather than day video that has just been in so many MVs since. That was in like a Momoland one, like a random boy group one. Like, I'm always keeping my eye out for it because it just makes no sense. Like, it was made for that MV and then they just keep reusing it. But thankfully that wasn't the case in this MV. It was a different neon sign.
I mean, respect. Yeah, good glass blowing on a good custom neon sign. It's a little tricky, you know. Maybe you can't just keep making new ones and shattering the old ones. I'm all for reduce, reuse, recycle, and you know, I love the Paradise Diner.
You do.
So I can't find any beef with that.
What
I
about
did also
this,
like.
what about this Uggo fucking furry hood thing that they put on G halfway through?
That was similarly questionable, but I like that better than the faux fur thing.
I think I'd take the faux fur over that. She just looks like a little weird ass munchkin type mascot dealio from some like dodgy 80s British TV show.
At least it's some fun, you know.
True.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like halfway between cheesy ancient British kids TV show and when they all dressed as Hershey's Kisses for that one Gugudan Chococo song.
Yeah, your interpretation of that music video is pretty legendary.
Hell yeah.
I'm glad you shared that.
I'd far too
Definitely
much fun with
something to focus on and break down. And your assessment of that is why I assume that you are like, because last time you said that you don't watch music videos, and I was like, bro, you watched the shit out of that one music video. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's true. I think we had like set tasks when we were on this K-pop academy program that we were on. And I think one of them was like to analyze like an episode of a drama or an MV, and I was like, well, fuck it, I like Gugudan, let's get this done.
So you watch music videos when it's homework.
Yeah.
Understood.
And when I'm like, because I'm way more interested in the music, so I don't really catch most of the details usually because I'm paying attention to the production and the details of the music. So if there's any kind of story going on through a music video, I'm probably going to miss it.
Yeah, I mean, there's some other like interesting sort of like, I don't know, I want to say classical or, antiquity sort of shots in this. They have the broken column that's like spray painted. I like the little frame, the concentric frame set. And I like the Unha being revealed as if a statue. That was pretty cool, pretty cute. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, I went through this. I was like, okay, MG got it, but let me hear these other songs. And then I got to their mini album, and I was expecting some heat out of track 3, I believe, Love or Die.
오늘이 마지막인 것처럼 Yes, no You can do better than that 자신 없다면 넌 그쯤 해도 'Cause you can do better than that 날 원하면 너 역시 그 준비를 걸어야 해 You can do better than that
Because that's the Obi and Charlie power couple produced song, and it absolutely delivered. I mean, they haven't disappointed me many times. Love or Dies, extremely hot. I think it honestly works really well as a summer song. I hope they bring it back as a perf. Then it's got sort of like a, what would I say? I don't know, similar type of beat that you might expect out of Drake when he's trying to reference like Afrobeat or Afropop. But then, really good sort of R&B melody sensibility, and just some great, vocal moments. It's a great song. And then the one that fits the season a bit more is the one that T highlighted, and then I also took to pretty hard, which is the last song on the mini. So Special.
꿀꿀 속에 비친 그대로 지금도 충분히 good enough 말해봐 good 날 위로하는 것도 나인걸 의심하지 않아도 good enough 말해봐 good oh na na
That one is it feels shimmery enough for winter, and it's really great. It's got these sort of high drama 70s sort of string swipes all over it. Really great. And I kind of understood the message of it on first listen, which is a good sign. I like when these songs are clear enough that even with minimal English lyrics, I'm kind of getting the gist of what it's going for. And then, yeah, all 4 of the last tracks, if you just start at Love or Die and then let the rest of the mini rock, then I don't think you'll be disappointed, because, yeah, Vanilla Sugar Killer might be a silly sounding name, but pretty hot as well.
우리는 vanilla sugar killer 요란한 네 세련돼 기분 가는 대로 just dance like this 하얀 샴페인에 bubbling pop 케이크 위에 빨간 cherry on top 함께한 모든 순간 밤새 눈부시게 빛나 vanilla sugar killer 온종일
Have you listened to the mini?
Yeah.
Thoughts?
None. No thoughts.
No thoughts.
I kind of wasn't. I don't know if I was like not paying full attention or something, but none of it was memorable to me, like at all.
Okay.
I'm thinking now, and I can't think of how any of it sounded.
Yeah, I don't know. You gotta wake up your soul. I think you have to. Have you been getting out and exercising? Are you okay?
What is exercise?
I don't know. I'm just struggling to imagine how one would listen to it and have the response that you're having. But it's difficult for me to empathize.
I probably just had too high expectations after the last mini, because the last one was ridiculously good, and this is like there.
Okay, I mean, maybe wait for the next season to hit, and then you'll maybe be more receptive. I hope so, because yeah, those last four songs I could put on, you know, in many contexts and be content, be feeling pretty solid.
Mm.
I could definitely get into it for So Special and Love or Die. I'd be stepping out for sure. Um, yeah, I don't know. I expected to like the B sides, and I did like the B sides. So I guess that about covers VVG.
I think when I was
Um,
listening, I kind of got halfway through most of them and was like, I'm not going to see anything else here.
yeah, maybe
Wasn't
you
really
sort of
doing
checked
anything for
out a
me.
little earlier because Blue Clue, the first B side,
It was pretty bad.
eh,
I remember that being bad.
eh. Yeah, I could see you checking out to that, and then maybe you didn't give
I
the.
kept listening, but then I think just it all sounded a bit too like I'd heard it before, from what I remember. It's not
Uh,
like the Love Aid mini where like all of the songs sound distinct and like they haven't been done before.
well, I'm not going to speak on if something has or has not been done before, but songs like "So Special," I feel like there's room for more songs doing something like that because that sort of dramatic string swipe. I wish I had a better word for it. Violinists, please do not come at me. Um, I think those add a really good effect that does, yeah, it adds something, and I can see it being in more places in K-pop, um, especially for songs like this or concepts like this where it's sort of um, Vogue photo shoots.
Hmm.
The pull up music video is full of Vogue photo shoot moments. Shimby walking away from an exploding car into a gas station, but very well lit, and you know
Yeah.
putting everything into those steps. Um,
We do always need more strings in K-pop, so maybe we check out that song. But
yeah, and as we know, we gotta be careful what we wish for. More strings doesn't necessarily mean
good strings.
samples of old string sections that
God,
everyone
yeah,
knows.
true.
Yeah, but done well. Yes, I totally agree. Um, yeah,
Hmm.
I could highlight maybe some of the producers on it. I don't know. I feel like the real story with that is just that OB Charlie came through with another very solid B side. Whether it weathers as well as hashtag flashback remains to be seen, but they're both quite good songs. I like them a lot.
I can't see it getting near hashtag flashback.
Hashtag flashback is pretty up there. But they things solidify with a little time. We'll see how I feel after putting in more than 5 listens on it.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, you vetoed me bringing on Stacy's Korean version of Poppy,
Because
saying
we've talked
that's
about Poppy to
redundant.
death. We don't need to do any more.
Okay, but it's a new song. That
It's not. It's the same song. It's just in a different language. You can't pull this shit on
no,
me.
the final chorus.
Otherwise, we'll just do,
in,
The Boys by Girls' Generation in 3 different languages and call it a different song each time. It's not.
Bro, if they did The Boys in Kosa, that would be a different song, and I would listen to it
It'll just sound more
with
clumsy.
fresh
That's all it
ears.
ever is.
I don't know. I don't know. It depends. And they did definitely have a different flavor, the Japanese and Korean version. The Japanese version, it has more like open vowels and like "njiwa" instead of like ending with more consonant sounds, and that adds a bit of a different feel. And I don't know, it made me think that maybe Korean lends itself better to being a little bit more um, percussive, and Japanese might lend itself more to like quick syllables that are all evenly spaced. I don't know. I'm just talking out of my ass. I'm sorry.
I feel like should be the other way around. Just
Yeah.
based on how the
Again,
languages are, like with how phonetic Japanese is and how like It's like consonant vowel, consonant vowel, consonant vowel all the time. Like, it should be better for percussive.
In terms of like it having that regularity of consonant vowel, that's why I was saying it, like evenly spaced, quick, sort of like da 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 da, instead of like things that have more of a forgetting the word, but not swung, but just dancing around the beat a little more than just
syncopated or
syncopated, I think is a word. Yeah, but yeah, they add a new ad lib and harmony section on the last chorus. In the Japanese version, Shien's more like I'm forgetting. I'm actually forgetting. But in the new one, it's more
really getting across how incredibly different these two versions are. That's Swither.
They stand out if you have already put in upwards of 30 streams of the original before the Korean one dropped. It jumps out for sure.
You stand in if your username is literally the way it is because you stand the group.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Maybe not so much for the rest of us, but
But yeah, and they dropped some interesting teasers that felt like they might be ads for children's toys or like a life insurance plan. Do y'all get life insurance ads?
Yeah.
But y'all don't get like pharma ads, do you?
No, we don't have that, thankfully.
Yeah. That is a uniquely American thing. But a life insurance ad, it might be highlighting grandparents and their grandchildren.
Do you get the funeral planning ads? Those are my favorite ones.
Oh, we don't really, or I haven't seen many of those.
They're like so grim. It's like a bloke in his like 60s or 70s being like, I don't want to leave them with nothing when I'm gone, and this way I can get it all planned out. It's like,
dang.
This is not just a convenient thing. You're talking about you dying.
Man, I respect that though, because at least they're direct with you. We get the pharma ads about it's just like a middle-aged woman sort of prancing in a field, and then you have the rapid voiceover of like, it may cause your hair to fall out. You may get cancer. You may die immediately. Some people report experiencing, that sort of thing.
Yeah. May cause immediate anal bleeding.
Yeah. So at least on y'all side of the pond, you get to be spoken to with a little honesty and respect, even if it's
they
not
know
the
that
vibe.
there's enough darkness in all of our souls to deal with funerals.
Yeah,
that's what it is. We're depressing enough people that we can talk about a random bloke dying, and it's fine.
Yeah, I wish we could reckon with such things. But the Stacy ad or the Stacy teaser, it felt like it could be one of those life insurance ads, just because it's just like some warm domestic scenes with like maybe some parents and their children, and then at the end of each, it's just like teddy bear, ooh. And then I think I haven't seen the new teasers, because any teasers that actually give you anything from the video or song, I try to avoid. And I didn't even know that those first three were going to contain the teddy bear thing in it. But my guess at this point, based on some of the other images that I'm seeing through some of the channels that I can't avoid, I'm hoping that they do like a weird reversal, and the teasers are like throwing you off by giving you an impression that it's going to be this even more warm and kid-friendly song than Stereotype or something, and then they like switch it up and do something that's actually contrasting to that. I can see that happening.
Let's hope
and
it's
that would
like
be a cool
Hanabi-esque type, semi-death metal style. That would be fun.
That would be pretty tight, yeah.
I'd be down with that.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. But I gotta say, this next week, you were complaining about this week being dry. the week before Valentine's Day, not the week containing Valentine's Day. Yeah,
Gonna be fucking
nobody
dead.
wants to release them.
Super
Yeah.
fun.
And then the week of Valentine's Day is going to be obviously absolutely stacked. So that's when we get Stacy single and album. That's when we get Triple S's first comeback since Generation. That's when we get Tribe first comeback since whatever we want to call what happened last time.
Kiss.
Their chance
horrendous.
to land and move forward, or their chance to dig in their heels in a fiery pit. We'll see.
Well, maybe next week
then,
ends up being a Valentine's special then, if there's fucking nothing coming out.
That might be a good idea, honestly. And then also in the Valentine's week, we have the first comeback of Limelight since Eye to Eye and Starlight.
Let's see if there's any of those like disturbing a cappella versions they did last time.
Yeah, I mess with that. Speaking of a cappella versions, everyone seek out the Flow Cardboard Box a cappella version because, wow, they sound great. And side note, I'm going to see Flow live. You're sending your girls from the island over here, and I will receive them warmly. I definitely need to get out there. It'll be the first girl group show that I've ever been to where they're speaking English exclusively.
Well, try and make sure you're not too Irma cha when you're there then.
Irma cha 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 cha. That one's a heater, absolutely. The bridge, oh my god.
Yeah, those girls got to go.
And then yeah, absolutely. And then and Pink Pantheress, who many of you may know, has been putting Flow on a good bit, and I think that may help them out because Pink Pantheress is just who has more juice than Pink Pantheress at the moment? It's just ridiculous. And the music video she just did for the revamped version of That Boys in Land was very good. So check that out as well. But yeah, just to finish up with the things that are coming out in the Valentine's week, not just Limelight either. It's also Key's comeback since Gasoline. And then Perky Freaky.
Oh god.
Ready
to see how that goes. Disappointment. Woohoo.
The concept images that someone was sharing were questionable, but if they sell it, they sell it.
I don't
so I'm interested to see how that goes. I don't really either. I don't know. I think it's just because I don't trust their company to have any taste or to hire a
one time, and then they were like, "Let's never do that again."
Yeah, it's crazy. Like once I characterize them as like not having any creative direction or taste, but then randomly every once in a while they'll have a fluke really good song. It just makes so much sense.
That's
and
true.
Across a lot of their groups, it really is. It seems to be very true for me.
I'm having trouble.
Every once in a while, they get a real song off. Like I really liked One Us is RBW, right?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, One Us and One We Both Are, right?
I guess. But Luna, the song Luna by One Us, I really liked that song. And then I started, I was like, ooh, maybe they're good, And then the next thing, I was like, never mind.
I quite liked Saying Sent by One Us, to be fair. That was pretty good.
That one didn't really stick with me. I don't know why.
I guess I like it as a highlight part, but I don't like it as a full song. Like, the chorus is great, but then you get bored of it when it's the whole song, but
Okay. Yeah, I guess I could see that. It is a memorable chorus, at least. For sure. But, yeah. Okay. I think I got what I wanted to say out.
Okay. I finally came up with a name for that one segment where we just say what we like, which is the Positivity Podium. Have you got anything for it this week?
The positivity
This is your podium. Speak to the people.
Wow. Okay. Sheesh. Well, I was kind of already. I kind of jumped the gun, I guess, a little bit.
But that was all stuff that's gonna come out. That's not stuff that is out, you know.
Yeah, the revamped Pink Panther song that came out, I count that as being some sort of contribution to the positivity podium. If you go into it a little bit of what you've been enjoying, maybe I'll think of something else by the time that you get your piece off.
That's bold of you to assume that I've been enjoying anything.
Come on, there's still some life in there somewhere.
Well, there was the Epic High EP, which was pretty good. It wasn't like vintage top tier Epic High, but it's still really good. Like the whole thing's really enjoyable. Every song is good.
I didn't catch it. Were there any standouts?
Yeah, I mean the first track is called Strawberry, and it's literally just all it's 1.5 minutes, and it's just instrumental, but it's so nice. And then T was saying she likes On My Way with Jackson.
I hear them say, I hate the way that you talk. I hate the way that you walk. Get baby, I'll be on my way. You hate the way that we are. I miss the way that we run. Just call and you know I'm on my way.
Probably my least favorite of the EP, but that's just because it's, you know, Soft Jackson doing kind of slow British indie adjacent stuff. Catch with Hwasa is probably the highlight, I would imagine, for most people.
I cannot complain though, 'cause they know 작건을 찔러대도 시간만 낭비라고 기차행사 바이바이 그럼 잘 지내고 바이바이 멀리 안 나와도 천천히 가다 숨이 참 멈춰 서도 잠시 넘어져도 You never catch me 날 걱정 말고 어둠 속에서도 I shine like a diamond You never catch me
A really nice song. She sounds amazing on it, like best she's sounded in years. My favorite is God's Latte.
성수동 어느 카페에서 신과 커피 한 잔해 그는 스트로베리 라떼 난 못 마시겠냐 물으셔 메뉴 보다가 I say Just give it to me black 말했지 진실은 단게 싫어 쓴 게 낫더라고 했는데 웃으시며 뭐가 궁금해 어서 질문해 바쁘지만 10분 정도 비는데 뭘까 나도 인터넷 위키피디아에 웬만한 건 찾을 수가 있는데 맞다 지옥엔 어떤 사람이 가장 많나요 묻고 한 모금 마셨는데 그는 한참 대답 없다 말했지 Time's up 나는 혀를 띄었네
Which is the last it's the last song on the EP. Only 2.5 minutes, but it's like creates such a good mood.
Compelling title. I'll
Yeah.
definitely check those last two ones
It's great.
out for sure.
And other than that, I've just been listening to lots of Hanabi, which is probably not up many people's streets, but it's me and Granger are well into Hanabi. They're
Yeah, y'all got that locked down.
yeah. For those who don't know, because we've been saying about them, they're a Japanese band that kind of meld idol pop with hardcore metal, like death metal. So it's quite an interesting thing to listen to, you know. Gets you going. It's also interesting because their different albums sound totally different. Like one of them sounds like kind of more like punk and hardcore influenced, and then other ones like screamo, and like, and then the latest one has like it's just a single at the moment, but it's like kind of more electronic. So they're a cool band. I recommend them.
Yeah, it sounds interesting. I think I caught a little bit on one of the pre-shows, but I haven't gone out searching for them independently. But I will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did end up thinking of a couple of things I could talk about if that just about sums up what you've been been keeping you alive.
I got nothing else.
Okay. Well, I went back and I found out I sort of got into K-pop right after CLC was sort of dissolving. So
okay.
a couple of their title tracks I kind of enjoyed, and then a couple of them I don't know. I think on initial listen had me writing them off as not good, but going back and getting into a couple of their B-sides, quite good. Song Breakdown.
But now it doesn't matter with you. I'm done. 너 위한테는 all stop. I'm done. 결국 먼저 뱉은 말. 이제서야 어떤 사람인지 보여. 아무 일 없단 듯이 밤을. It's a beautiful night.
Pretty solid. Just yesterday I was listening to Itzy's Ting Ting Ting. You know. Their B-sides are fun, and always different. And then I just want to shout out the fact that Skrillex put out a song with Nahi Barghouti. You know, Skrillex, I don't know. I growing up, Skrillex has always been just a funny joke, but it's such a compelling character, this guy that started from I don't know, he really is an interesting guy, and to see what he is still interested in, it's very I don't know, it's very interesting. Don't have much more to say.
I was unironically a Skrillex fan back in the day.
I mean, some of those were
without a shred of irony.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not that into music yet, or like me, or like a kid around then, you hear that and you're like, oh my goodness, is this the sound that, you know, is this what monster truck's dreams sound like? Is this what an earth mover thinks about? Is that what the inner monologue of like a giant backhoe is? And that's pretty cool if you're a boy, you know.
In all fairness, it's not just all of the grinding noises that we liked. He did actually have some like genuinely pretty good songs back in the day that with like actual good melodies.
Yeah, no,
like
sure.
I'll tell you what, fuck it, we're already this far in. If you want to listen to Skrillex actually being half decent, listen to a song from like 12 years ago called Rock and Roll Will Take You to the Mountain. That's a good song.
And roll. I remember that one.
Banger.
Yeah, I love the fact that we could just go through a show where, like, you know, we have Taeyeon pouring out her heart on this ballad, and you're like, trash. And then, you know,
but what you really need is some Skrillex.
Please, finally, we can get back to recommending all Skrillex. Pretty legendary. Respect. I mean, someone has to defend him because, you know, he's been treated almost in the way that I don't know, Imagine Dragons or Nickelback was treated earlier, and while they don't have that many redeeming qualities to me, it is kind of, you know, not depressing, but it's like not that compelling when everyone jumps on one artist to just be the default to shit on. And Skrillex sort of did become that for electronic music, and I definitely don't think he deserves that. There's so many more DJs and people with big music that is way lazier and way less interesting and way less fun. Ultimately, it's just the fact that Skrillex was trying something bold and different enough that it was identifiable.
Yeah, he did actually get some decent, like, he had like some pretty decently orchestrated like electronic string sections in some of his early stuff. It wasn't just noises. Like, it became that after a while, but you know, early on there was some actual like decently good musical ideas in his stuff.
Yeah,
just don't go past like Bangarang. After that, it all went to shit. But you know, up to then, there's some okay stuff happening.
But definitely respect. I mean, I get the sense of him that he does not make his stuff cynically. That he's interested in what he's doing. Unlike, I don't know, your DJ Khaled's or that sort of thing, where
DJ
it's
Khaled doesn't
a
make
genuine
music, so
a genuine push of just giving you nothing.
Mm.
But I listened to the new Lil Yachty album, and that was surprisingly good. You know, after taking the war to Poland, I hadn't been on Lil Yachty since he first popped until I took the walk to Poland, which made me pay attention to him just long enough to get to this album, which, you know, has some good stuff. And then the individual song that specifically this last week, well, it's been mad cold, and I don't know, it's just been a little, you know, it's like that middle of the winter vibe where a lot of people are talking about their seasonal affective kicking in, you know. And the song that resonated with that for me is the song Memory by Preoccupations, or The Preoccupations, which I encourage people to check out because it's one of those, it's so not this type of music. But, you know, it's an 11-minute song, and it goes through two very major transitions, and the middle of the three sort of songs that are contained in it, really, really powerful. I don't know, pretty solid music video too, but that would be genuinely hilariously bizarre to call into this show. But you know, it's got themes of self-immolation, but and memory, obviously the title. Great song, loved it. But you know, just a testament to the fact that even people, you know, if you are primarily looking for fun music, there's still the other side of the spectrum, and if it reaches out, it can reach people that it's not even their main type of thing. But yeah, do check that out. It's from a while ago. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess my only other like K-pop related things I've been enjoying are just like songs from way back. So Romeo's Target, after I found it after that Typop song we were talking about a minute ago. Banger, amazing chorus. But yeah,
so sick that Akio uploaded it too.
Well, she didn't pick that song. She was just supported K-Bell Entertainment.
Yeah.
You know? That was wild seeing her on that video. But yeah, other than that, like, I listened to Rainbow Notes Venus again today, and that song is just so good, man. What an absolute amazing song. Like, I'll never stop loving that. Perfect for making Flapjack too.
When was Rainbow Note active from and to?
I think they're still technically active, right?
Oh, really?
It wasn't long ago. It's Romeo that you need to be worried about. They're more likely to be gone than Rainbow Note. Rainbow Note are like semi-active. They released something in October last year.
Dang.
They've been going since I think like 2018, 2019, that sort of area. Not that long.
Okay.
Yeah, 2019.
But they have what's that one Rainbow Note song that I really love?
They do have
Sorry.
yeah, which I also love. But, you know, just because it's ape escape music. But
maybe I was thinking of Cherry Blossom, or maybe I was just thinking of Venus. Venus is a solid song.
Such a good song.
But yeah, they have those sort of almost anime styled album covers.
Yeah, the city pop art style.
Yeah.
I love it.
Interesting. Yeah, I think we've talked about that before when someone dropped a song that was very much trying to do the Maria Takeuchi plastic love thing, and then the aesthetic was all like, I don't know, just reaching for that in an interesting way. Happens sometimes, and yeah, certainly people in the biz are aware of how much city pop is resonating with people specifically now.
Yeah. Shout out to Vagrant-esque. He loves Rainbow Note. He's the reason I learned of Rainbow Note, so there you go.
Respect. And yeah, I do love hearing from the Aussies as well. Yeah, that call was fun. Yeah, that's about it.
Pretty much do it, right?
Yeah. But I love doing this segment, and I appreciate you having me on and having the patience for the things that I reach for. But yeah, anyways, listen to Stream Viviz and anticipate Stacy. Bye.
See you later. Okay. That is the end of this episode. We'll see you all next week for probably a Valentine's Day like special. Who knows? Bring love songs, I guess. Who knows? We'll see. See you then, audio listeners.